Hey friends and fam, Mariana, this is Strand of Light. How are you doing? I hope you're doing wonderful today. Hey, so I'm back at the gym today, just trying to stay going and active and moving as much as I can. Not always can I, but I can, but I can't, but I can, but I really, really can. And that's what I'm here today for, is to talk to you about the things that we can and cannot do. Because let's be honest here, that's one of my favorite things to do, is just say, I don't have time for that, right? Because I'm busy, because I have no time. And as I started back at this routine with the gym, I told myself I was gonna do it for as long as I could, because why not? Here's the reality. I went in thinking that I was probably more than likely going to fail, because let's be honest, who absolutely loves the gym in the very beginning? Not I. And if you're one of those people that absolutely loves the gym, props to you, congratulations. But I know many, many people that are not like that, right? Some people struggle very, very much with the gym because it's hard to do something new. And people will fail because they feel judged, criticized. So you're gonna join me in my workout today, just so you know. So if you get all sorts of weird, crazy things in the background, it's just trying to do something while I'm doing something. Because I'm really good at saying I don't have time. Because, logically, right now I'm just at the gym. I don't want to be doing this, but yes, I do. The reason why I do is because I want my friends and family to be healthy. And my understanding, the beginning of healthy means being happy. Your mental health has a lot to do with your everyday life. What you do, how you feel. The more you do, the more you feel. The less you do, the more you feel. Just on a different end. If I don't do anything in a day, especially these winter months, it's like the darkest time, cold time of the year, so nobody really wants to do anything, right? We're all just wanting to sit home and not be in the cold, because it sucks to be in the cold. Anyways, if I just go and lay down all the time, me personally, I get depressed. I get very depressed, and I don't want to do that. I even came in earrings because my little one is sick today, and I'm just right here. I just don't want to leave too far. And another thing, gyms are closed. I didn't want to go search for one that was too far away. There is one that I could go to. It's too far away. Anyways, another reason why I decided to stay close. Anyways, so one of the hugest reasons I decided to start, just for giggles. I just needed something to stay active in, just so that I at least felt a little productive. Once I started going and getting out of the funk portion of it, in my opinion, the first couple of weeks is the hardest, right? It takes 21 days to set something into a habit, in my understanding. I could be wrong. Could be longer, it could be less. Anyways, all I'm saying is if you start doing something positive for yourself, even if, yet again, you don't necessarily want to in the beginning, just do it. It gives you something to do to feel distracted. It exerts you, and you don't feel all gloomy. All the contrary, you have your blood pumping, and it's a familiar feeling to your body. Though after you may have some thoughts, but there's more portion of you can entertain yourself with this. Reminding yourself to set an alarm to go is one. Getting up and going and finding something to do, not just showing up acting like you're frustrated or confused and storming out because you're irritated, right? If you just go find something to do, even if it's just walking. I hate walking. I hate stairs. I hate cardio. Always have, but right now I just have a little bit of an injured ankle that has not been resolved yet. But regardless, I hate cardio. I'll do it anyways. I started off with, if I can make it to 5 minutes. It's like halftime. It was like 2.5 minutes. I was like, okay. And then it was 5 minutes. And it was 15. And I'm just trying to push it so that, you know, I build that feeling of being tired so that my body becomes familiar with exhausting myself. But not putting that in my brain so that I don't feel like, oh my gosh, like this is miserable. No. All the contrary, what I do is I grab, I come in, and I do what I gotta do, and then I do a little bit more. And when I don't want to when I don't want to do anything in mid breaks like now, in between reps, so that I don't feel silly, I'll think about, you know, like something I want to research online, and I'll research it for just 5 minutes, and then I'll be like, all right, that was my reward. And then I go back and I'm like, okay, time to push. And then we go at it again. I don't know how to get under this machine like the best way. I think I'm doing it right. I don't know. See, I don't always know what I'm doing, but we'll figure it out. On a real note. So I don't know about you, but when I get depressed, the one thing I want to do is just go in my bed and just crawl and sleep and just forget everybody exists and just go in my crab shell, right? Or snail shell, whatever you want to call it. Well, here's the thing. I can do that occasionally. Absolutely. My mama once, a million times told me, you know, go out. And if you are having a hard time, go out, cry it out. You need to scream, scream. You need to sleep, sleep. You need to go cry in the shower or scream into your pillow or punch something, go do it. And then after you do that, you pick yourself up, you wipe your face, you wash it off, you dry up, pat yourself down, shake all that off, loosen up all that energy, get rid of it. And then you move forward with a game plan, right? In the midst of your desperation, you got to see that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. It's not game over. You're still here. And why are you still here? Because you're important. Yes, you are freaking important. You are a gift to the universe and to your neighbor. And you're just a freaking star, and you're amazing, and you're here for purpose, and you're wonderful, and you're amazing. And you're going through trials, and that's okay. Everybody goes through them. Not to diminish your trials, but you ain't that special. You are, but you're not. But you really are. I hope you know that you're amazing and fantastic. And you're going to get through whatever you are going through. I promise. Because you're here. Because you pushed for another day. And because of the fact that you pushed for another day and you're still here, there's something about that, don't you think? And why would you want to live in an existence where you're miserable all the time? Can I ask you that, really? And more like, can you ask yourself that? Do you really want to live in a portion where you're miserable all the time? Do you want your family to see you that way? And let's take it back a notch, because some people are going to say, oh my gosh, that's so crazy that she's going to say something so blunt and rude, and some people don't deserve that. But how would we feel if somebody decided to do something else and commit the unalive? Or is doing stuff to harm themselves constantly, and you are aware. How does that make you feel? Like you are miserable because, at least when I know that my friends and family are not okay, I become miserable. I'm miserable because I'm constantly worried. I'm constantly wondering if this person is okay or not. You don't deserve to live in that. I don't deserve to live in that. And if my family and friends are going through a hard time, let me talk to you. Let me tell you how important and wonderful you are in my life, right? Because once we make that connection, if we make that connection, we crossed paths for a reason. We crossed paths to take care of each other, to be kind to one another. And crossing paths with people that are happy is a lot more productive in life. But when we are not happy ourselves, it's really hard to go place ourselves somewhere happy and joyous. We just want to go crawl in our bed. What do? If we just sit there and continue to sit there, we won't really move forward. All the contrary, we get, for what I see in my own personal life, when I have decided to just stay in that funk, I don't make progress. All the contrary, because I stop making progress, or because I disappear and live in my shell, nobody can count on me for my work, which means I'm not going to get that promotion. It means I cancel appointments. When I was working in my career job, right? If I cancel my appointments for my clients, what happens? They can't count on me, so I start losing clientele. And if you work in an industry where it's clientele based and you have to work your butt off for the clientele, you know how hard you worked for that. You can't go crawl in your shell. You can't. You gotta run that promotion. You gotta go through that little bit of pain. You gotta, just fight the good fight. You will get over it. You will go over that portion of it's hard. I promise. But building that good habit of showing up is so important. So important. Why is it important? Because you're important. Because whatever situation you're in, you're the main character, right? If it's because you have a business that you want to start, that business is not going to start by itself. It's in your mind. You have to create it. You have to go after it. If it is going to school and furthering your education, you can't do that from your bed. You can't. You can stay in the job that you are in. I don't care if it is retail, if you're pushing carts. I don't care if you're delivering. I don't care what job you have. Every job has a purpose in life, from the most basic, okay? The other day I was sharing with a coworker a job that I had once upon a time, which was in a cleaning facility. Yes, absolutely. It was a cleaning facility. And I cleaned, cleaning some offices. Let's see, a library. I've cleaned library. I've cleaned a police station, an airport, just a couple of places, okay? Besides the point. Anyways, it was a cleaning business. And the funny thing is that his reaction always catches me off guard, okay? Hey, coworker, if you ever see this, no hate. I understand. Not everybody has the same mental awareness as certain things, and what is not your thing is okay. But it's really funny how it's like, I would never do such a thing. That is foul. Like, I would do a million other things before I ever cleaned, because I shared that part of the cleaning portion was cleaning toilets. Yeah, cleaning toilets, cleaning windows, taking out people's garbage. I have a really funny story about that actually later on. But that job served me a purpose. What exactly it was, I'm not sure, but I know I connected with a lot of people in that time of my life, and I know that phase of my life led me to where I am now, which I have done so many things. I've gone through multiple types of jobs. I've met some really amazing people that have both shown me a lesson and allowed me to take up space to show them something that I know and that they weren't aware of, or, learned how to be kind to each other, whatever it has been. But I know for a fact something has happened along the line of me working and scrubbing toilets and working in different fields and knowing different things, and part of the reason that I am doing what I am currently doing, and that is recording, trying to reach you so that I can send you to be a much happier person, I hope. Okay? Because I've been in tough times. It was not my favorite job, don't get me wrong, but I've done that. Proud of it. Very proud of it. Taught me a lot of really cool lessons. Taught me I want to grow and not necessarily do that type of job. But I did it. And I showed myself that regardless of the situation that I may find myself in, I am strong enough, powerful enough, and smart enough to do anything. Because a job is better than no job. Because my family matters to me. Because keeping my family together matters to me. Because moving forward matters to me. Because school mattered to me. Because friendships, relationships, whatever it was. Things matter. That's why I pushed forward. And that's why we are here today. Now, how does that relate to today and working out? I had to move forward. And actually, I will get into that story about cleaning up garbage in offices. So, once upon a time when I was cleaning this office, I was not together with my son's dad. That story took a very crazy turn very quickly. Yet again, this is going to be very personal. But once upon a time, in my real gym rat phase, I had met this person, and he was super wonderful, super great, and he still is such a great, amazing person, like, honestly. And I tell him all the time, like, I'm praying for you. He thinks I'm full of shit, but that's okay. One day, hopefully he can get past, we all deserve growth. And yeah, anyways, back to my story. Once upon a time, let's do the back ones. I think I like the back ones better. Anyways, I at one point was in the cleaning business and very pregnant and working literally one job, but that one job meant I had to go to like 3 or 5 different facilities within a week, okay? Mind you, yet again, I'm very pregnant. And I'm working all hours of the day with a then, I think, 6-year-old is how old my son was. And thank goodness, I've always been blessed with my family helping me, especially my little brother. Regardless of what's happened, I've always had the help. But anyways, very pregnant, very tired, no help whatsoever from anybody. And I was so hungry. I had no money, I had no time to go find food. And my pregnant butt, cleaning offices, find an apple in the garbage, okay? Mind you, it's an apple with like 2 pieces of paper on it, in it. Or I don't even think it had anything in it, because I don't think I would have ate it if I had like actual garbage. Anyways, that apple looked like the most delicious, perfect apple in the entire universe. I was like, oh my gosh, like, that's God sent. And it was. It was. I was hungry and I was tired and exhausted. And that apple, I picked it up. So excited. And that apple had a bite in it. Mind you, that apple is still perfect. It's just somebody took a bite out of it. And it looked like it was a fresh bite, which was so crazy and silly, right? Fine. I kid you not. I dug into the apple so quick. I did. I ate the apple. I don't care how gross and how weird and how disgusting that was. At that moment, that is what happened. And not that I'm proud of, but I don't care. It taught me something. It taught me that the things that I say, oh, I'm not capable of that, that's disgusting, that humbled me down so much. I don't think people will ever understand what that did for me. Nonetheless, I was there for a little bit longer, found a better job, moved up because that's not where I wanted to be. It taught me that was too busy for me at the moment. I'm capable, very capable. And I don't think that's the point of if you're capable. Just, it's the humbleness, if that makes any sense. And now when I go and I tell people the stories that I've lived, it's just like, no, I wouldn't do that. I said that too once upon a time. I said that too. And no shame, no shame. Nobody deserves to be shamed for the things that they have done or been through, because sometimes things are out of your control. And I think that's okay. After that, I went through other jobs, and it was really clear the things that would make me happy and things that would not. But I still went through a lot. I did. I think everybody gets to go through those things. So many things that I could say about that. But yeah, so many things that we could do. But we have to push forward and move forward. We have to feel good in order to exist. I encourage people to go to the gym, to work out at home for 5 minutes, to go walk, to go outside. Go outside for 5 minutes. If you feel depressed, please do me a favor. Go outside and take a deep breath. And you're here, you're safe, and you're loved. You are in one way, shape, or another. I know for a fact that you know that you are loved. It just is. Don't ask me more questions about that. I just want people to be happier. You deserve it. Everybody deserves to be happier. I remember picking up that bottle used to sound like such a better idea. And don't get me wrong, I was a very high-functioning alcoholic. I did all of it. All of it. And it was fantastic. It was fine. I kept on moving.